Hi Gemini, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. And this is your annual forecast for 2012. This is a generic overview of 2012, and I'm going to be focusing more on the latter part of the year. Let's take a look what this year has in store for you, Geminians. There's a great focus for you this year on personal expansion and on a domestic shift. We'll have a look at your career and your work and see as to how it is that the planets are aligned for you. Neptune, which is a planet of imagination, it is a planet of delusion, it is also a planet of heightened creativity and a lot of inspiration, is going to be there into your 10th house, that is the house of your career and your reputation. And it's going to be staying there for many, many years to come. Now, this aspect will make you highly creative, it will make you very inspirational. It will also put you in a place which could have a sort of a dreamlike quality. You could be wanting a very idealistic space to be in as far as your work is concerned. You could also be seeking partners who you would either idolize or you would want them to sort of fit a certain picture that you have in mind. Geminians, I think there seems to be some amount of confusion as far as your goals are concerned, and the tip that universe is giving you this year is to stay focused onto your goals and try and anchor to the spiritual aspect and the compassionate aspect of yourself, and try not to get too lost into whether it is over analyzing your goals, or it is, like I said, getting lost into that entire thing of trying to defining and redefining your goals and your desires, and in the process you completely forget as to what it is that you set out to do in the first place. So try and stick to your goals this year, try and stay focused, and try not to get too carried away. You will also benefit greatly this year if you align yourself to the Neptunian energy, which is all about supporting anything that has to do with creativity. So you could be a theater actor, you could be an actor, you could be somebody who's an artist, and even for singers, for musicians, I think it's a great time because Neptunian energy is, like I said, it supports and it literally puts the wind under the sails. So if you are inclined, or if you are in this field, entertainment field or a creative field, it is going to benefit you immensely, because when you work along with any energy, it just has a quick multiplier effect for you. There, this is now all of this is happening in your sixth house. That is a house which rules your work. It rules also your health to a certain extent, and it also covers your pets. Small domestic animals are also covered under the sixth house. So you could be really besotted by your pets at this point of time, or they would be a great source of comfort or love to you, and you would be I would say you would be deriving a lot of pleasure through your pets at this point of time. There is a solar eclipse on the November 13th, and it is there again in your sixth house, which is going to amplify the Neptunian quality again of getting delusional, whether it is self delusion or it is speaks of um, not really looking at things or goals as to how exactly they should be. So maybe you could, like I said again, could be wanting a fairy tale work environment, or you could be looking at your career with through rose colored glasses, and you would be wanting things for yourself which are quite unrealistic and quite I will not say unattainable, but yes, they will have a fairy tale like twist around them all. Let's have a look at your love and relationships now. Now, Saturn has been there in your fifth house. That is the house of love, partnerships. It's a house also of children and of pleasure. And it will be there till about October 5th. And Saturn, being the teacher planet, would have taught you a lot of lessons regarding structure, regarding crystallizing as to how it is that you want your relationships to be, how it is that you deal with people, what it is that you want out of your closest relationships. Also, I think to a certain extent with and Saturn, even though it causes a lot of confinement, it causes a lot of restriction and frustration, but it brings along with it an added responsibility, a lot of accountability on your part. So by the time that Saturn moves out, you will be a newer you out of your fifth house. You will be more accountable of your relationships. You will be willing to sort of accept and say that yes, I think even I could be a part of the problem, so to speak. There is a eclipse again on November 28th, and that is there in your sign, which is changing just how it is that you deal with people. I think it is a very significant eclipse because it will make you look at others' perspective as well, and try to sort of fit yourself into other scheme of things. Jupiter is also there in your first house, and Jupiter is there till the end of 2012, and it's going to be expanding your ego. It is there in your first house, which is all about self, and it is all about how it is that you see yourself, how it is that the world views you, and your closest dreams, your goals, your desires. And with Jupiter being there, it's just going to expand. It's just going to sort of make your ego more bigger. So with your ego being huge over there, and with Neptune being there in your work place, you could be quite like I said, not just unrealistic in your expectation, but you could be a tad arrogant too about it. So try and be watchful about that particular aspect, Geminians. Overall, it is a fantastic year. I think it's a great year for personal changes. A lot of you could I think as long as you're willing to change, as long as you're willing to go with the flow, you will not just greatly benefit from it, but you're going to be seeing a lot of personal evolvement out of it as well. So have a good year. I'll see you soon, and thank you so much for watching.